Unexpected heavy snow showers cause 11-car pileup in the northeast as cold weather sparks widespread travel disruption across the UK. Unexpected heavy snow showers have caused an 11-car pileup in the northeast as cold weather sparks major travel disruption across the UK. The collision took place at about 8 p.m. between the Wolviston and Billingham turnoff on the A19 southbound in County Durham. It is thought that the road will be closed until at least midnight between the junctions for the A689 and A1027. Highways England said, the incident is expected to cause delays. Please allow extra time for your journey. Cleveland police said no one was injured in the pileup but refused to provide further details when contacted by Mail Online. The force said on Facebook, the A19 southbound is closed from the A689 junction to the Port Track interchange until at least midnight. One driver said, I drove along this stretch a couple of hours ago and the conditions were horrendous. Thick snow and slush on the road, heavy snow falling and no street lighting made visibility very poor. Everyone was going 30 to 40 miles per hour and staying in the slow lane, but it was quite frightening. The snow coming towards the windscreen and the glare of your headlights meant you couldn't see very far ahead at all. I was glad to be past it and really hope nobody has been seriously injured. Up to 13 inches of snow have caused widespread disruption across large parts of the UK today, with forecasters warning that workers will face a hellish commute tomorrow morning. Snow is set to continue falling into the evening, while overnight frost and wet and windy weather in the early hours of Monday are likely to cause widespread disruption on the roads and railway tracks. The Met Office said temperatures could drop to as low as 15 C overnight in local areas and severe frost will cause treacherous conditions, with ice warnings in place in the southeast and London from 4 a.m. to 11 a.m. Breakdown cover provider RAC is dubbing tomorrow as Black Ice Monday, as it predicted it to be one of its busiest days in 10 years, with a projection of almost 11,000 call-outs expected. Meanwhile, a gritter overturned on an icy road and landed on its roof in Tamworth, Staffordshire, this morning. Police attended but the driver was uninjured after the crash. Britain has been hit by what forecasters describe as a snow bomb after 13 inches of snow was recorded in Sennybridge in Wales. Highways England said there are severe delays on the M25 caused by multiple incidents, while flights have been delayed or cancelled throughout the day at Heathrow, Stansted, Luton and Birmingham. At Heathrow Airport many flights were diverted, delayed or cancelled as the adverse weather conditions caused travel problems. A spokeswoman for the airport said it remained open on Sunday, but added, however, we regret that weather across the UK is resulting in some passengers experiencing disruption to their travel arrangements. Airlines are responsible for ensuring their flights are fully diced before they are operated, and this is resulting in some delays and cancellations. The safety and comfort of our passengers is always our first priority, and we are working closely with our airlines to ensure affected passengers are looked after. Passengers should continue to check the status of their flight with their airline before coming to the airport. We apologize to those affected by today's weather. Police forces and highway agencies across the UK urged people not to travel today unless absolutely necessary as they deal with surging calls, while all trains have been suspended out of London Euston. Significant snow has also fallen in London and parts of the southeast, as well as Leicestershire, Worcestershire and Bedfordshire. While Sennybridge in Powys, Wales has experienced a snow depth of 11 inches. Severe weather is forecast for a swathe of North Wales and central England, and snow has settled on parts of Powys, Herefordshire and Shropshire at a rate of more than 1 inch an hour. Jonathan Moore saw the vehicle overturned on the road in Staffordshire at 8:20 am today and said, God knows how they managed to put it on its roof. It's the kind that are supposed to go out and clear the roads so that they're safe. It does raise the question of why it happened. The cab was intact. You would expect something like that traveling at a sensible speed to be safe. Whether it was driving downhill and lost control, I don't know. The engineer, who lives close to where the crash happened on Elford Hill, said, there was 3 inches of snow this morning, maybe 4 inches. I imagine it was probably out gritting the roads when it happened. A spokesman for Staffordshire Police said, "We attended the location. The gritter had slid off the road and was on its roof. No injuries were recorded. Amber weather warnings are in place across Scotland, Wales, Northern Ireland and much of Western England as icy conditions plunged roads into chaos, with temperatures of 11°C making it the coldest night of 2017. Persistent heavy snowfall is expected in the region throughout the afternoon, leading the Met Office to issue an amber weather warning that will be in place until 6 p.m. Up to 4 inches is expected to build up quite widely, with 6 to 8 inches in some spots, raising the prospect of roads becoming impassable. The amber alert is accompanied by a yellow warning of wind for parts of eastern England, London and the southeast, the southwest and Wales that could bring short-term loss of power and other services as well as transport disruption. Flights were suspended at Birmingham, London Stansted and Luton airports due to runway closures, leaving passengers facing long delays, while a northbound section of the M1 was closed, causing a 20-mile tailback. In Gloucestershire, a snowplow became part of the traffic problem it was trying to alleviate when it was in collision with 3 cars at an accident blackspot. The collision happened on the A417 Gloucester-Cirencester Road at Nettleton Bottom, a winding single-carriageway road which descends into a valley. There were so many accidents on the road that police closed an 11-mile stretch of it from the air balloon roundabout at Birdlip, above Gloucester and the A429 Beaufort Road at Cirencester. The closure was between 7:20 am and 1:20 p.m. while crashed vehicles were recovered. Traffic between Cirencester, Gloucester and Cheltenham was affected with long delays as motorists found alternative routes. An NHS trust in the West Midlands was forced to appeal for help online after the snow left hospitals with nurse shortages. Heart of England Trust, which represents hospitals in Birmingham and Solihull, asked on Twitter, "Do you have a 4x4 and can volunteer to help our nurses get into our hospitals at Good Hope 4247564 or Heartlands 4240483 PLS? Give us a call." Thanks. Good Hope Hospital in Sutton Coldfield serves northern Birmingham, while Heartlands Hospital is based in Bordsley Green, in the east of the city. The trust earlier said online, trained nurses needed at Good Hope Hospital due to heavy snow. If can get an PLS, call site office 4247564. The twin threat of the coldest winter for years and a wave of killer flu has forced a regional hospital trust to make plans for a mobile morgue to cope with a wave of deaths. Maidstone and Tunbridge Wells NHS Trust in Kent is allocating space to store an extra 100 bodies, both in their hospitals and by using other organizations like funeral directors. Medical Director Dr. Peter Maskell said our winter plan provides a number of options for managing our clinical services safely and effectively for our patients. M25 severe delays, especially clockwise between J15 and J17. Vehicles are struggling with the conditions across the network and there are multiple incidents. Birmingham Airport flights were temporarily suspended on Sunday morning after heavy snowfall closed the runway. Passengers have been advised to check birminghamairport.co.uk for updates or contact their airline for further information. Luton Airport warnings of flight delays and cancellations were issued by the Bedfordshire Transport Hub on Sunday morning. Passengers were advised to contact their airlines directly before flying and leave extra time to reach the airport. Flights are operating. M1 northbound stopped between junction 16 and junction 17 due to numerous breakdowns/collisions. M40 outside Warwick closed due to a multiple vehicle collision between junction 15 and junction 16. Expected to reopen once plowed. A417 in Gloucestershire closed in both directions between the A429 and A436 due to multiple separate collisions. A458 in Shropshire closed in both directions between the Welsh border and the A5 near Shrewsbury while police deal with a serious collision.